Welcome back to Drinks and Chill. My name is Gio. This is Matt, and today we are trying
Kavalan.
Kavalan.
Yeah.
Where's Kavalan from?
Taiwan.
Taiwan, which is going to be continuing our trend this week of the whiskey challenge.
Yeah.
Because we're falling behind.
Yeah, we're falling behind, so we're doing like a bunch of these in a row.
Tell us a little about it.
It's from Taiwan.
Okay.
I actually bought this almost a year ago, and it's just been sitting here waiting for us to try it on this challenge. This is a single malt whiskey, and it was aged in ex-bourbon barrels.
Oh, ex-bourbon barrels.
So I have high hopes for this one because this is actually a fairly large brand. And like if you go to like Total Wine, you'll find like 3 or 4 different kinds of Kavalan whiskey there.
So I thought this was like in a tin one, but it's not. It's plastic.
Yeah.
And cardboard.
So since this is a small bottle, we usually do the small bottles kind of backwards. We add it to the infinity bottle first just to make sure that we don't drink too much, because we like to get a ½ ounce of each whiskey we try in here. So
and this seems very low. That's because we've been
forgetting.
Yeah.
And we haven't done as many whiskey reviews this year as we did last year because we took a break there for a couple months.
Yeah.
Kavalan
has been added.
Single malt ex-bourbon barrels is added. So I believe they have tasting notes here on the back.
We'll look at it after.
Yeah, we'll look at it after to see if what we got matches what they got.
So it's a little bit darker, which is probably those bourbon barrels.
Might be, yeah. I don't know what the climate is like in Taiwan. Like, is it, I don't know if it's hot there or...
Yeah, I think it's humid.
Cheers. Ooh, I like how it smells.
Yeah, it's a little, like a rich smell to it.
Really rich. I feel like the ex-bourbon really comes through. Like if you told me this was a bourbon, I'd believe you just on the smell.
So you do get the alcohol in the smell. 54%. Okay. So you do get that.
All right, so following the bourbon trend, I'm getting vanilla here.
I'm getting caramel and floral.
Getting a little bit of apple.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm really getting much citrus, if any.
So we did a couple of tastings here, and this one here is the most alcohol smelling one out of all of them that we tried. Yeah,
it definitely has the biggest alcohol impact. I don't think it has the most ABV that we had today, but I think it does have the highest impact.
I think this is one of the ones that I like to add a couple of drops of water just to get some more flavor out of it.
Yeah, we'll add some water to this one. I am liking this one, just on the smell. I'm going to give it a 5.6.
I'm going to 5.3.
Okay.
5.4. 5.34.
There you go. This is really nice. Shall we go ahead and taste it?
Yep.
On the taste, it's more single malty than bourbon. A lot of the notes I was getting on the smell is kind of what I'm used to with bourbon. I feel like the taste is missing that sweetness that I get from bourbon.
Much creamier and much heavier.
It is still sweet. I just don't think it's as sweet. I think the bourbon influence is still coming through. I taste the vanilla.
I think I'm getting like
I taste caramel. The caramel big time. Yeah, the caramel comes in more on the taste than it did on the smell. I think the apple was more prominent on the smell, but it is there on the taste.
I'm not getting apple on taste, but I did get in the smell.
It's just like a hint. It's one of those, like if I wasn't looking for it, I don't know if I'd get it type things. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the caramel is the prominent note on the taste. There's a creaminess, but it's not like, almost like a viscosity to it. Like it's thick.
I guess that's where I was like mentioning like it's heavier. You're gonna give me when it's like the smallest print in the world. All right.
Do you want me to read it?
No, it's okay.
I got my glasses out there. Oh, we're getting old.
All right, the Mist of Kavalan. In ancient times, the land around Yilan was called Kavalan, a mysterious land that was solely inhabited by the indigenous people of the Kavalan clan. The name was officially recognized by the emperor of the Qin dynasty in the year of 1809, when the original city was also built under the same name. Kavalan had always been kept primitive and protected from the outside world by the Sushan mountain range, which is abundant in high quality natural water that comes from deep within the mountain range. The mist of Kavalan and the spirits of the past have been created for you in this exquisite whiskey. Tasting notes. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why when it says tasting notes, it goes to color, but that's fine. Color, kettle egret.
Totally called it.
What's an egret? Okay.
Isn't that the girl from Game of Thrones?
Clean and fresh tropical fruitiness with pleasant vanilla, coconut, and spices.
Vanilla coconut?
I think it's palate, but I'm reading as palate. Well-balanced natural sweetness, vanilla and oak spices. Round and complex with silky smoothness.
I will say for 54 point something%, it was fairly smooth.
It's kind of strange. Like I know percentage is the same everywhere, but it's not the same with all drinks. It's just strange.
And this video has not been posted yet, but when you had me try the Stag Junior blind a while back, I was like, oh, this is really smooth. And it's like 130 proof.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't know what it is.
And there's some that we had that was like under 50 that was like, felt like it was super strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting vanilla.
Yeah, the vanilla comes through big time after adding the water.
I'm getting caramel.
They didn't say caramel in here, did they?
Nope.
They said natural sweetness. Maybe that's the natural sweetness we're getting. Maybe it's more of a honey sweetness?
Maybe. See, I'm getting like butterscotch, caramel. And this is after we added the drops, of course.
I'm trying to see if I'm getting spices. I guess I can see where it's coming from when it says spices, but I feel like I'm not really able to pick out any specifically. Like if I can identify any spice, I'm not getting like the black pepper that I've gotten like in the, when we had the Talisker 10, that one had black pepper. On the taste, I'm gonna give this a
Well, even with the
5.1.
drops, I'm still getting the slight sharpness to it.
Yeah. I don't know if I would like seek out a bottle of this, like a full-size bottle of it, but it's good.
I'm gonna get a 5.2 on the taste.
All right, let's figure out this finish.
I'm gonna give it 2.
Yeah, I feel like what lingers for me is the alcohol. There's a little bit of that oakiness there. The oakiness, the alcohol impact, and that's really about it.
Yeah. It's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's like, ooh.
I want to give it a 1.8. I feel like lately I'm becoming more critical of the finishes than I used to be, because I used to be like, oh, well, yeah, it's got
like,
that.
I tried this.
Well, yeah, but it's like, I didn't really pay attention to the finish until we started like rating it. And when we first started rating it, if I got that oak on the finish, I was like, oh yeah, it's got that oak. I like that oak. But then I started realizing that that's basically on every finish that you get the oak.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I need to be looking for things other than the oak. So now it's like, all right, if I'm only getting the oak, then it's not, I mean, it's not bad, but I feel like it's nothing special. So I don't know. So like you mentioned, this one is darker than like a Scotch. Yep. The tube is...
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's textured.
It is textured.
That wrinkled lining.
And I like when it gives you all this stuff on the back. Like, I know all of this is just like the story, which is kind of a neat story, but I like the tasting notes. For the look, I'll give it like a 2.2.
I get 2.2. I would give it a higher if it was middle.
Yeah. It doesn't give me an age statement, but I mean, that's not a huge deal to me. It's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this.
So that is our review on Kavalan. Our first time trying a Taiwanese whiskey. If there's any other Taiwanese whiskeys that you'd like us to try, leave it down in the comments below, and then we'll see if we can find it. If you tried this one, this particular whiskey expression, let us down in the comments below of what you do.
Let us know how you liked it.
How you like it.
Until next time, though, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we post a video. And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.